Welcome back, sports fans, to another exciting edition of Sports Talk is McHemme. This is a special postseason edition of the Arkansas Tornadoes. We've talked about, talked about their season so far year to date. We went in and talked about the upcoming playoff game that's happening this weekend at Bomber Stadium that we're going to be attending. I think the entire community of Mountain Home is going to be attending. But, before we kind of wrap up today, we're going to take a couple minutes and just talk about our overall impressions of Season 1 of the Arkansas Tornadoes. And I'll start with you, Mike.
All right, I'm going to get back to that question you asked at the end of the first segment, the one word to describe, and I said perseverance. So I'm going to come back to that because, we have been, as I'm sure many teams have been dealing with injuries, but, our injury is to the most important position on the field, quarterback, and it's like I alluded to earlier, you really got to rally around the flag whenever you lose your leader. And somebody else has got to step up, and that's happened. And so, that's what I'm going to take away, the perseverance. No matter what happens this weekend, these guys have rallied around whoever's been under the center. Or, Eddie Elliott has done a great job, and all the other coaches, of keeping them focused on, every play, the next game, and not losing sight of the big picture, other than that their job is to pick each other up and make each other better.
I couldn't agree more, Mike. And Joey, you have actually been down on the field with the team from the very beginning, from when they ran onto the field for that very first time. What's been your impression so far of the Arkansas Tornadoes Season 1?
Well, this is going to be a repeat. We keep saying it, but family. From the moment I got to first meet and talk to them, that's all they talked about was family. We did a couple early interviews at that first game, and it was about family. And I've seen that throughout the season here. And just to see, for me, personally, coming in from getting to be out down on the sidelines, getting to meet these guys, and as the year's gone on, them being more comfortable to approach me and be able to talk to them, getting to really know them. Getting to work with you guys and XL7 TV, bringing this to the fans, getting to meet the one and only Mike Day up there with you guys broadcasting. We haven't talked a lot about him, but what an outstanding announcer he is for the games and being part of this team. And then the coaches, getting to meet the coaches, always willing to to give an interview, to talk before or after games to us. Like I said, it's just been a remarkable experience for me personally. I've enjoyed it. I look forward to these next game, and hopefully we're going to see a win and maybe a championship victory this year.
Well, and I'll tell you, going into this season, we didn't know really what to expect. We didn't really know about the Central Football League. We were a first-time broadcast team, the three of us, and then the one and only Iron Mike Day. We were just like the Tornadoes. That was our first game we had done in the booth. First game for the Arkansas Tornadoes, a new organization coming in. And to me, the Arkansas Tornadoes, you guys hit it right on the head when you said family earlier. That's what it's all about. And I'll tell you something, Joey, on break, we were talking about Red 63 Production that's going to be doing their presentation. There was a documentary that at the last Steeler game where they filmed it. I'm really excited to see that because it has just been such an experience of going through this, seeing them practicing, and then growing their team up, having to go out and get sponsors, having that first game where we had that great turnout, and that grabbed the attention of Red 63 Productions.
Yeah, when I got to talk to him...
and let me interject right here.
Go ahead.
Don't forget, if you guys have not listened to the interview that Joey did with Jason Hurley of Red 63.
Red 63.
It's on our Facebook page and our YouTube page. It is an outstanding piece. Joe, you did a really good job. No, Dave, you did it. All right. You did a really good job. You did a good job with Eddie Elliott.
Well, and I did the pregame interview with him on XL7. Dave got to do the one after the game with him. Now, I was involved with that. I was the sound man on that, so I was working real hard there. But yeah, Jason Hurley, getting to talk to him about it, he was impressed. He said he sees a lot of these teams, a lot of them. He's been following, small football organizations, he said, for years. And what he was impressed by was that first game he came out to see how the community came out in force and supported the Arkansas Tornadoes. I mean, we had a band out there, we had a car show, we had the Airvac helicopter, we had Holy Smokes Barbecue with the world-famous B.A. Baracus Burger coming from that to this day now, and the chili cook-off, the fans, we had T-shirts. He couldn't believe it. He says, you guys had T-shirts that people could buy. Fans, you don't see this in this kind of league. He was blown away. And he said he was blown away by the coaches and the players when he got to talk to them and interview them. And one of the things he said stood out that last game where he was out there filming this documentary was, like you said, when the guys went down on their knees, how they showed compassion for those injured players. He was blown away by that. And one other shot at the end, he was off on the sideline. I said, hey, you're not going to want to miss this. Get out there in the center of the field with me. Let's go. I took him out there at the end. The coaches always talk to the other team and give words of inspiration, wisdom, whatever you want to call it. He got out there in the middle of that, and typically they'll have a prayer at the end as well. And that was something else that just left him speechless. He said, thank you so much for that. I can't believe that. That was awesome.
Well, it's been an incredible year from the very beginning. I mean, it's been fantastic to not only do the game with you guys, but also to see how much this team has grown over the year. And to me, I just think, it's been such a learning experience for us, but it's been great to feel like we're part of a family. Because even if you're a broadcaster, if you're cooking burgers like Matt Wood is for Holy Smokes Barbecue, everyone, it's a big family, and it's a great event to take your kids out to. It's just $8, for adults. Kids under 10 get in the game free. It's a fantastic night of entertainment you could spend with your family. And not only has it been, in the community, it's been an eruption. We had an eruption by Eddie Van Halen lead us in to this segment. It's been an eruption in the city of Mountain Home of support for the Arkansas Tornadoes. And, I tell you what, it's been a great experience. I've had a blast calling it with you guys. I'm so proud of the organization. They have had to, persevere, as you said earlier. They've had to adapt. They've had to improvise with injuries and everything that's come on, but they've never let all those situations get them down. They've stayed positive, and they keep saying, we're going to win, and we're going to win despite what might be happening. We're just going to keep rolling and stay together, and that's what families do, is stay together through rough times.
Before we go, guys, was one other thing I wanted to mention is, this team, how they pulled together, the things they've done, the accomplishments. One night they had an honorary team captain, Landon McCracken, a young boy who was, as they say, their biggest fan. They brought this kid out for the entire day to spend with him. He got to come out, do a coin toss. He got to lead the team out onto the field. And to see the smile on his face, and then my son was down there with him on the sideline, the excitement of the kids, that's what it's about. It's about family and doing things like this. It's a young boy in the community and just lifting them up. Awesome, awesome thing to see. And that's what I said earlier. Awesome. That's Arkansas Tornadoes. They are awesome.
Well, and in closing, I'll just say, too, the Tornadoes, they worked the Feed the Pack fundraiser this weekend that helped raise $19,000 for the backpack programs. They've given back to the community. We need the community to come out and support them. But I'll tell you, Mike, we did a commercial where we talked about, that they're ready to play and they're ready for the game. This Saturday night, come on out and support the Arkansas Tornadoes because it's playoff time, baby.
You talking playoffs?
Playoffs.
I think he's talking about playoffs.
Playoffs. We're talking about playoffs at Bomber Stadium. We'll see you there Saturday night. Go Tornadoes.
Sports Talk is McHemme.
Produced by the one and only Zen Master, Mike Hemme. Special guest, Joey Football. Sponsored by SRE Enterprises.
Hey, yo, I was wondering,